One of the biggest sticking points for many people in dealing with and healing from childhood trauma, childhood abuse in particular, is that what comes into their brain is an understanding of what their own parents went through. And so as a result, when they're trying to get up and bring up and flush out their own pain, their own sadness, their own anger at their own parents, what also comes running into them is, well, I feel bad for my parents because I know their story and I know what they went through, and gee, they were doing their best. But here's the way to short circuit that, or here's what you must realize. What fundamentally your system is doing is it is excusing that, or it is saying to you, to that child that was 6 years old or 16 years old, you don't have a right to have your feelings because gee, look at how bad your parents had it. But here's the thing. And so many people will actually say, well, you know, your parents didn't know any better, so how could they do any better? Here's the thing. Millions and millions and millions and millions of parents in the history of humanity, and even living and breathing today, had abusive childhoods. Many did. And they choose to do better by their own children. They choose to learn better habits. They choose to read books. They choose to take parenting classes. They swear, I am not going to let happen to my kids what happened to me. I'm not only going to do better, I'm going to do way better. So the fact that someone has an abusive or a toxic childhood, like your parents may have had, does not mean that is a one-to-one correlation. Therefore, they are going to be bad parents. No, many of them choose to learn to heal themselves and to learn how to become great parents to their own children. So your parents not doing so was a choice. And you fundamentally have to go inside and you have to defend that 6-year-old. You don't need to ever confront your living, breathing parent, but you do need to confront the parents of your childhood. How do you do that? I wrote a book to walk you through the process. There's a hole in my love cup. You can get it at badasscounseling.com. It'll kick your butt and change your life. But you do have to confront that. You do have to stand up for that child, because if you do not do it, now it is you then saying, your feelings aren't important, you don't matter. Now it's you. Now it's not the adults doing it, now it's you. Your 6-year-old, your 10-year-old, your 14-year-old self needs you to go in and say, I'm standing in front of this child. No one gets to hurt this child anymore, because the truth is those voices inside of you are still attacking that child by still attacking you. Slay your demons.